Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to El Toro Dice Club. El Toro here. So, hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. We were, obviously everyone is busy. I know, and I do apologize for taking so much time to get this dang number 5 out. But I've got some downtime today. We still have family in town, so we're going to be, spending a few more, I guess, through the New Year's with them. But all that being said, welcome back, guys. I'm going to continue this video. I wanted to address a couple things. Let's see, 36 full press. Yep, it's good to be doing some videos, but I do have to take a break. Clutch Pyro. Let's see, great info, appreciate it. Yep, you'd not like to be on camera. Sarge, let's see, Miss El Toro had a hot hand today. Way to go. Bankroll looking good, brother. Oh, you got it, buddy. She's always hot every day, I think. Let's see. Who else we got up here? Darren Kennedy, long time. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for chiming in on some of these. I do appreciate it. Guys, and if I don't get to the comments in time and you guys have seen the videos and you already know what's going on, yeah, respond to them. I don't mind at all. We're a team, man. Team Toro. That's what we are. Let's see. Don Wurtzler. Let's see. Yep, day 4 was definitely a good one. Yeah, we'll do some recap on that one. Bird dog. Merry Christmas, buddy. And let's see who else we got there. Keep going. Jim Foley, you're welcome, buddy. Dice Sniper. What did he say? Scoot up. What did he say? Dice Sniper said another awesome video. Okay, cool, buddy. Yeah, appreciate you. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you guys are getting stuff out of it. Let's see. And then Texas Shooter. Hey, buddy. Sorry, I don't know if you're in Texas or not. I'm assuming you are with a name like Texas Shooter. But I wasn't able to get back from out of town in time. If not, I probably would have gone to visit with you up there or to go shoot with you. That would have been awesome. Horseshoe Casino. I like that place. Let's see. Keep going. I think we got just about all of them, right? Yep, looks like we got to most of the real comments that we need to get to and kind of go from there. I know everybody's been anxiously awaiting this last video, number 5, especially Victor. Tina Harrow, I think is what his name is. Can't barely see it. But yeah, Tina Harrow. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I know you've been anxiously awaiting, so here it is, buddy. This one's for you. And all the other viewers out there, actually. Okay, guys, so here we go. We're going to start out the video today. Pass line bet, because today I'll be shooting the dice, but I will not be sharpshooting. I'm just going to get them and kind of, let's call it, if my dice set's a 6-1, I'll probably move it to a 6-4-10 and then pitch them, right? So I don't want to sharpshoot simply because I want these results to be as true as possible. So you guys have seen random, and then I think my wife actually set the dice one time and kind of threw them like an ordinary dice setter would, right? I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but not be as precise. I'm actually going to have the dice hit somewhere in this area, right here, and roll their way down somewhere in this come area, because that's where I like to hit them. Recap. So day 1, we bought in with $500. And our first day, we were down 30 bucks. Day 2, we bought in again with $500, so we had to go to the ATM machine and grab 30 bucks to make it even. We lost another 30. So day 3, had to go to the ATM machine, grab 60 bucks to come up with another $500 buy-in. Day 3 was good for us. Made $260. So we had a good bounce back. So we were up $200. Now day 4, we ran into a phenomenal random shooter that happens. This happens, and this is the whole purpose of me having this strategy here, guys, is because when it happens, you've got to be able to take advantage of it, right? You've got to be on point. Too many times I've seen it more and more than not that 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 rolls go by, and then all of a sudden someone decides they're going to get in. You already lost. You already lost 5 at least good point hits, right? And then you get upset because it's 7 down. The reason we've got this program up here like this is to make sure that you are in when you get that shooter, right? So today's buy-in is again, it's $500 more, but we've got 99 bucks out here today because I got a $5 pass line because I'm shooting today, and we've got our still same hard ways for $4. That puts us at $99. Now, to stay true to the videos the way they've been going, and I know I'm on when I shoot, but to stay true to the videos day 1 through 4, we're going to go ahead and say that we're going to be off so that we can follow the same sequence, okay? Now, hopefully today I will be a controlled shooter, but not a sharpshooter. And just so everybody knows, if we get like a 30+ roll, that is going to be, anybody can make money on a 30+ roll. I don't care who you are. You can do it on a do's, don'ts system. You can do it on anything. You can do it on a field bet only. 30 rolls is 30 rolls. I don't care how you get them. If you get 30 point hits, you're all over it. All right, so we're looking right now, we're going to look for it to establish a point, and then from there, start hopefully getting some repeater numbers, right? That way we can make some money. Again, point hits are point hits, and no matter how you look at them, okay? All right, 5, 3, 8. So our point's going to be 8. And we're looking to make the 6 so we can get the money down. Now, as you guys look at this, I've scaled this one down. I scaled this strategy down so that everybody can play it. All the old Toro clan can play. Because like I said in the last video, by now, all you guys that are watching my channel and who subscribe to it, you should have at least anywhere between $500 to $1,000 in just really funny money, just play around, or I call it mama don't know money, right? But you should have that kind of money just laying around at this point after watching or playing some of the strategies or playing some of the ways I played, or even throwing it, mimicking how I toss the dice. So let's see, here we go, dice. Out. Back to back?
Yep.
Nah, back to back 8. Okay, repeater number. All right, well, it's not a bad thing. So on a repeater number, she's going to go ahead and pay the 35. I'm going to throw $1 to the dealer to put my hard 8 back up. She's going to go ahead and bring our 6 and 8 down to $6 a piece. We're going to regress. Now, at this point, so for example, if you wanted to put it right on the line, if you wanted to regress this down, that needs to have 2 units on it, and the 5 has to have 2. From here.
Oh.
If you wanted to regress right now to 32 across, you could do that if you wish. That's not a problem. I personally like to hit the 6 and 8 and then hit the 5 and 9. It's just my own personal choice. The regress 2, it was kind of how I figured out how to make a play on words, right? Regress 2 or regress to progress to power press. So that's kind of what I did. So I think it's kind of fun when you do actually hit it, because then you're able to pick up another, $15 or $14 that you didn't have before. Here you go, put this in our bankroll, please. So if you wanted to go 32, you could, and then start power pressing from there. There's nothing wrong with it. And like I was saying earlier, I did make this particular strategy smaller scaled, or where you can scale it up too. If you like to play bigger denominations, you can do that, and then still regress, and then go forward from there, so that you can start making money, right? Okay, 0.6, perfect. But play it to your comfort level, right? You don't have to jump out there with green chips just because you see something working. Always, what I would say is, look at it for how you manage your bankroll. So bankroll is like money management, right? You want to manage your account and say, how am I going to manage this account? Because you don't know what's going to happen, right? 12. Beautiful. So you got it, whoops, that was a 6 and a 6.
Oh, I didn't pay you for your fast line, but.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. So manage your accounts, guys, and that's very, very important. My rule of thumb for me, so that you guys understand, for me, my rule of thumb is 10 shooters. And I believe Color Up does the same thing. It's 10. To me, you want to have enough for 10 shooters. So if you're going to play $1,000 on the table, you better bring $10,000.
Wow.
You're going to need it. You know, if you play in those denominations. If you play more, then you got to do like me and say, okay, well, if I'm playing $1,000 ahead, I'm not going to bet on everybody. I'm just going to bet on me, and that's it. You have to be very patient, or walk away from the table, then come back, and then walk away. Hopefully hopefully find a space, you know, that's available, so that you can squeeze in 0.6 again. So I'll get another $5 here. Yep.
And then
6 pays 7, so give me
I'm giving you
6.
6. Keep
And the hard 6 stays back up. Look at you. Look at that dealer. See, she already knows the methods. She already knows what's going on.
Almost.
All right, so now with our pass line bet being paid twice, and we just got paid again, here's what we'll do a little differently, right? Because we're waiting to hit the 5 or 6 in order to regress. So go ahead and take the 1 off the 5 and 1 off the 9. We're going to go ahead and regress prematurely here. Well, not prematurely. We really, because we got paid 2 here, and we just got paid 1 there. Same thing as getting paid 15 for 1. That make sense, guys? Adjust it as you see fit. So that way this video doesn't last forever either. If I keep hitting point hit, then, you know, we'll never get to pressing. So now we're at the point where our bets are still off. We're going to get another point, and then we're going to start to press as we go. And I got a little chart back here on the spreadsheet so that my wife can, my beautiful wife, can help out. We can follow along.
11.
6-5 deal. That's going to pay $5 for the pass line bet. And I think I had, I hope you guys enjoyed our Christmas tree. Took forever to put up. You know, my wife did a good job. Her and my daughter and my son, they all got together and helped out while I was gone, made it look beautiful. So thank you guys for, you know, commenting back and thumbs up on that. We really appreciate it. All right, points 10. So now we got a hard 10. We're ready to go. Should be able to hit it again. But what I really want, guys, what I'm really wanting and what you guys are really wanting are the point number. We want to have point hits, right? The all tall small is awesome when you hit it, right? But the reality is, if you're hitting point hits, you're making more money than waiting for that all tall to hit. Especially if you got $15 or $20 on it, right? You'll be throwing away $20 every shooter. Well, that's $200 at 10 shooters, just right there. You know, you got to be real careful with that all tall small. It will bleed you dry if you're not careful. So be selective. I would say just kind of, if you're going to play it on someone else, play it much smaller just for the hell of it. But put your focus and put your emphasis on the plan that you brought. So if the plan to the casino that you brought with you is to either play the do's or play the don'ts, then bring money to play that particular strategy. The rest is pure fun, right?
Ooh, already.
The rest is all fun. All right, so that's going to pay 7. We're going to take $1. I'm going to give you $5 from here,
Okay.
and we're going to go up to $18 on the 8. You got it. Hey. And 2 more. There you go. 1, 2. There you go. And that's a hard 8. So the hard 8 is going to pay us $8. So give me 8 whites. There we go. And that goes back in the bank. Our bank. Okay. So your objective here is really to hit the point. So if you're coming on a don't system, then be true to your don't system. If your don't system does not include the field, but you would like to play the field, then remember those are plus dollars that you did not anticipate in your strategy. Just like if I were to decide right now, if I said, well, yeah, this strategy was going to have a 5-10-5 on the all tall small, then I'm really looking at 120, 100 or 90, 109. Bleh. What? 99 plus 20, $119.
Yes, 119.
That I have to recoup before I can start getting traction to move forward. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So what I try to do is break even on a couple throws with maybe just a touch of profit, and then start moving forward. It's more fun, number one, that way. But you'll also find yourself not losing as much. You can tread water. And that's why I see a lot of guys sometimes try to put, $60, $100, 105, 10, whatever you want to put on these numbers, and they lose it, or they put it out there too late. So they're not able to recoup what they're looking for. Okay. All right, 5 pays 7. So I'm going to drop $3 to the dealer. And it's going to go to 15.
Oh. Okay, is that right?
Mm-hmm. There we go. So hopefully, guys, what I'm saying is making sense. Bring your bankroll sufficient. Now, I know I'm starting out with a $500 bankroll here, and we were originally, I think it was $80, right? Up for or $90. It was $90.
Yeah, but then you added your pass line, right?
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's $90 is what we were playing with. We weren't really bringing 10 times the amount. But I would say, just to always be able to dig yourself out of hot water, always bring 10, because you'll find yourself, if you don't bring enough, then you're also in trouble. That's when you start giving up and walking away from the table, and then you lose an opportunity.
6.
426. Okay. Same thing like we did with the 8. I'm going to throw the dealer $5 because that pays.
It pays 7, right?
6 pays 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 red. $6 is going to pay 7.
Oh, yeah.
So you get 5 plus 2 whites, right? And I threw you a red, so they're going to have 3 reds, 3 whites.
Okay, yeah, I got confused there, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it, but...
And then here's 2 whites to put back up my hard 6.
Oh, that's, okay.
Slowly. Okay, Alex.
Not dealer extraordinaire, how about
CEG Dealer School. Need you to give my wife a complimentary
Math tutorial?
complimentary lessons. Oh, speaking of, guys, I have not met those guys yet at CEG Dealer School, but I did start watching their channel. They have 2 of them, actually. The Dealer School is one, and the other one is, shoot, I can't remember what the other one's called. I forgot. But it's a pretty good channel. They got a lot of stuff in there. It's not just craps either, guys. They have everything from blackjack to baccarat to hold'em to all that 3-card poker. They got all kinds of stuff in there. So if you guys enjoy games and want to learn how to play them, so far that's the ones I've seen to go to. They're teaching dealers how to deal it. They understand the games better than anybody. So why not learn from the best, right?
Okay, 8.
It's an 8?
Yeah.
Okay, 628, so we've got $18 on it. It's going to pay 21. So I'm going to throw the dealer $9. Okay, I'm going to give the dealer $9. So if you take 18 plus 21 plus 9, that is $48 that's going to be on that 8. I think someone asked me how I got to 42. I don't think I ever got to 42. I think it was always 48. See? So it goes to 48.
Okay.
So our goal here, guys, is to be able to hit the points 3 times, full press, plus, it's called a power because you're adding more. Hit the points 3 times, and on the 4th hit of that number, be able to regress down to a green chip. All in all, what we're going to do is you're going to peel back a black on every one of these numbers. When you do that, believe me, you are ahead. So that's our goal. Now, it doesn't always happen at the casinos, especially on random shooters. And that's why, the first 4 days, I really wanted my wife to throw these dice so that we could put this to the test on a random shooter. Now, I know she is a fantastic random shooter. That's why I bet on her heavy. She's actually a very lucky person in life. I mean, hell, she found me.
Yeah, I married you. What more luck could I possibly ask for?
She found me. If y'all see me, I'm married way up. I'm married way up out of my pay grade. But no, anyway, she's super, super lucky. So I bet heavy on her anyway. But nonetheless, her random shooting is really good. She has sometimes really good rolls, and she has more good rolls than bad rolls. Put it that way. But like the casino, I think you find that a lot too. Very rarely. I mean, you'll have those one-off days, like what I had last week or the week before Christmas. We had just that. It was 2 days of pure dog doo-doo on the table. Nobody could throw. There wasn't a system in the world that was working. I played both do's and don'ts. It was a disaster, right? Just lost all kinds of stupid money. It was retarded. Okay, this is going to pay 9, so I'm going to drop you $1. You're going to take that to $15. I'm going to give you $2 more to keep my hard 4 back up. But guys, it happens, right? So that's why I said you got to be real careful with how much you throw out there. I think I said it before on one of the videos, don't chase the rabbit.
Yeah, don't go down the rabbit hole.
Don't go down the rabbit hole. You got to know when to not go down there, right? If you see it, just pure garbage, get off the table and go do something, right? Or come back another day if you're in Vegas, come back another day. Damn, there's casinos on there, go to another casino. You're just on that table with just a bunch of bad luck people, right? Or just whatever the issue is. Move on and try to find something else, right? You just got to know when to say when. That's the thing.
8.
All right, 538. So we got $48 on that 8. This is going to pay $56. I'm going to give the dealer $4. I'm going to give her 5. Actually, she's going to give me 1 change. I'm going to give her 6. I'm going to give her 6 because my heart 8's going to stay back up. Take that $1 back.
Oh.
I'm going to give her $6 because $2 of that's going to keep my heart 6 back up, or my heart 8 back up, and that's going to go to $108. So 48 plus 56 plus 4 is 108. So a black chip with a red and 3 whites. That's 108. There we go. Now we've built it to what I would say is stage 1 of the power press system. And the reason I call it in stages is this. You can power press this up all the way to table max if you like. But my philosophy is always this. Take some money off the table once, maybe twice, so that you can feel positive about what you're doing. So when you throw the 7 and you lose a black chip, you're not saying to yourself or to your buddies or to your spouse or girlfriend, whatever it is, dang it, I should have pulled it. I knew I should have pulled it. You should never have to say that. If you're pulling like what we did the first time, where we pulled enough money to cover what we have out here and now we are just multiplying our profits, when we pay that 8 right there and it's going to bring us back $126, you're going to be just fine. You won't be kicking yourself, right? Because it's nothing but pure profit right now that you're investing. You're investing your profits. So now, this is where you have to just start using your head, right? Am I going to continue to press? Or am I going to stop here at stage 1 and then regress if it hits? Well, this particular type of strategy is you use your head and you regress when it hits. Who cares if you could have gotten there 1 roll faster? Who cares? You could have lost it all 1 roll sooner, just like that right there, 617. Right? Oh well, it is what it is. I just lost it all. It was all profits, but it was 100% profits. Every bit of it. You see what I mean? Every bit of it. All right. Let's give you the singles off of here.
I'm taking 100.
And this one?
Yeah. Giving you. Yep.
Okay.
So now we'll just put it back. 1, 2.
1.
Hold on.
Put 1 on the 6 one. Then.
But I gotta put the 2500.
You put, yeah, that's right. You got 2 on the 9. You need
Okay.
2 reds on the 9. There we go. Perfect. All right, guys. So you see how that works, right? Quick and easy. Not every roll is going to be a long roll. Matter of fact, I prefer that all of them go to about 6. We've done 25 minutes?
How's
Okay.
the roll actually?
25-minute roll. decent. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't, wasn't a lights out, like my other videos. It's not going to be a giant roll. And I don't want this particular video to be like that. This has to be realistic where you can see, okay, I climbed this up to 108, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If you had a feeling the 7 was coming, you can always turn your bets off too, and then get on the next one, right? You could always do those things.
6.
All right, point's going to be 6. My buddy and I, when we go gambling, we always look at each other. We're always the eternal optimists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that you are.
When we go together, it seems like it's always having fun, and we make a little bit of money sometimes, not a lot. Maybe $500, $200, whatever it is. For me, it's like not even worth going up to the casino for that amount of money. But it's more just for the fun and just to enjoy ourselves, right? 12. Damn. Like 3 of those.
Yeah.
4 of those, who knows? So right now, guys, so there's one roll into it, right? We really want to hit now our 8. Or the 6, either one. I prefer the 8. So that we can continue rolling, right? Or continue to regress after that. I mean, even if we do the 6, we can still regress either way. I don't think it matters which particular number we hit, but the 6 or 8 is what I want to hit first before I hit a 5 and 9. Now, if we do hit the 5 and 9 next, awesome. That means that you get to pick up $14 extra that I didn't have, right?
7.
Damn. Well, there you go. There's a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Too much talking. All right, so 7, we're going to lose it. Just take another 100. I get $1 change, I believe, yeah?
Yep.
There we go. Now, of course, here I'm looking at this thing saying, okay, I want my wife to shoot.
Oh, you're doing fine.
I want her to shoot. She did great last time. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to shoot and do this so that everybody knows. Because I'm in the middle of talking to you about some stuff, and I'm visually seeing my landing zone, but there's a few things different in the mechanics of it all. But like I said before, I'm not really sharp shooting this so that we could skew the strategy. I'm trying to make it where it's very normal to play, right? Because you're going to run into the guy that does 0.7, 1, 2 numbers, 7, or sets a point, which I might do here in a second, which will be hit a 2, a 3, 11, and 12, and then a 7, right? So you never really get any traction, but you got to be prepared for the losses. I think that's really the nature of it, right? Are you prepared enough for the losses? So again, what we want is the 6 and 8 to hit next. That way we can get paid on it.
11. There you go. There's your field number.
We want to get paid. Yeah, there's a field. There we go. See, if I'm not playing the field, I wasn't prepared for the field, then that number doesn't help me, doesn't hurt me. It's just another number I don't get paid on. Again, what you want to remember is if you're shooting and you're a shooter, you want to know how can you manipulate the dice to hit the box numbers 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, because your money predominantly is on those numbers and you're pressing those numbers.
There's
right?
5.
That way you can get paid. All right, this is going to pay 14 or 15 for one. Go ahead and pay 15. Take one white one from there. We'll take that 5 off of here, and we'll take the 5 off of there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then all we want to do now is throw the 6 and 8 so we can recoup all the money on this particular session. Now we are behind from the last session because we lost $100, but it can easily be made up with a good sequence of point hits, good presses, 4 in a row, and then get where we need to be.
8.
6, 2, 8. It's going to pay 35. Out of my rail, I'm going to throw the dealer 2 until I'm regressed down to $6 each. And I'm going to throw the center stick person $1 and say keep my hard 6 up, or keep my heart 8 up, sorry. Now from here, guys, this particular session, we're up. So if I throw a 7 right now, no big deal. You just got to start all over again, right? But what we're trying to do now is, again, like any time, you're trying to hit more of these box numbers because that's what pays us. That's what pays us the money.
3.
Field numbers are okay, but it doesn't do us any good because we're not betting anything on the field. Now, it also too, every strategy has its high points and low points. And you can always play multiple strategies at once, if you wish. Again, make sure that you've allocated the bankroll in order to do so. Because sometimes it gets expensive, especially if you're going to do a martingale field bet on top of this type of system, right? A regression system. It gets expensive. You basically need to take both strategies and say, okay, how much am I going to need for 10 shooters each strategy? Right? All right, on the 6 and 8 again, this is going to pay 7. I'm going to give the dealer 5 and tell him to go to 18. You know, I see so many mistakes on the table by just people gambling. And they could do so much better if they would just, you know, step back for a minute, think about what they do before they actually come downstairs from their hotel rooms and how they're going to play and what they're going to play. You know, people could actually prolong their fun. And I know everybody goes down to the casino and brings enough money that they're prepared to lose. But the reality is it's not very fun, even if you did bring, let's say, $10,000 to lose, right? Whatever the number is.
Ooh, hard 10.
Whatever that number is, it's never fun when you lose. All right, so 10's going to pay 9. We're going to give $1 and have her take that hard 10, or have her take the 10 to 15. The hard 10 is going to pay 6, so pay 6 whites because we're going to need them. There we go. And you put...
No, I paid 6. I just gave you too many.
Okay. Just take 2 whites off of there. I think you made a mistake.
Okay.
There we go. So anyway, guys, here we are. We're on our, this is going to be kind of our last video for the year, I think. Just so everybody knows, because a lot of people have done the $100 challenge from Let It Roll. I was part of the conversation, however, because I had to fly out and things have gone a little awry, I wasn't able to do that $100 challenge on the timetable that they require. So I do apologize. It's not like I wasn't trying to do it or I was being an ass or anything. I just wasn't able to get to my table to get it done. Okay, so the 8's going to pay 21. We're going to give the dealer $9 plus the hard ways. So I'm going to give him $11, and that 8 is going to go to $48. Hard 8 stays back up for 2. But it's a tough challenge, by the way. $100 on a craps table. That's a tough one. I think I came up with my Toro 200 because I thought that's like the bare minimum anyone should be able to walk up to a craps table with. And for those of you who started with me from the beginning, Dan, I believe, Ron, you might agree. I mean, that $200, that goes quick. You know, we try to make them as small as possible. $100 denomination, yeah. You could probably make it work, but you're just not going to walk away with much on profits, right?
9.
9 is our point. So on the 5 and 9, it's going to pay 7. I'm going to give you 3. I'm going to give you 5 actually because I don't have any whites. I'll take 2 change back. That 5 and the 9 is going to go to $15. Okay. So $100 buy-in is really, really thin. Really thin. When you think about it, right? If you're trying to bring enough for 10 shooters, it's like $10 a shooter. Or if it's $100, maybe break it down to $20 a shooter and just enough for 5. You know what I mean? So, or you can do like me. If it's $100, I'll probably play this right here. I'll probably do a 6 and 8 for. Let's see, $100. Yeah, I would probably do a 6 and 8 for 30 apiece. Hit the 6 and 8, and then regress, and not even worry about the 4, 5, 6. I'd just basically just buy each number little by little as I go, and then kind of go that way. That might be my plan of attack on $100. Again, everything rests on hitting the 6 and 8 first before you roll the 7. And again, probabilities are so much higher on that 6 and 8 that you're going to hit it before you hit a 4, 5, or a 9 and 10. That might be my plan of attack or the way to go, right?
So what if you just did field bets?
You could do field bet too. I just don't know if you'd make much money on it. We'd have to try it out and see. I don't know that you'd make, because it's always even money every time here, unless you hit the 2 and 12. But you know, you could do it that way too. Just do nothing but fields, and you would probably come out ahead.
Just scrape your profit and leave your $5.
Yeah, that would be the way to go. All right, so on the 8, we got $48. Is going to pay 56. I'm going to give the dealer $4, and we're back again. Actually, I'm going to give the dealer $6 because I still got $2 back up on the hard ways. We're going to give the dealer $6 to keep our hard 8 back up, and that's going to be 108. So we're right where we were 2 rolls ago. Again, if here at any point you decide, okay, turn my bets off, no problem. You just tell the dealer, tell your dealer, hey, turn my bets off. They'll grab one of those little off buttons and they'll put it on the 4 or the 10. Usually they put it on the outside number, which would be the 10, signifying to the cameras above that your bets are off. And the only reason you would do that is because you're looking at this saying, okay, we've reached the threshold of the shooter between 5, 4, and 6 actual point hits. I think he's going to roll, or she's going to roll a 7, right?
Or pay you for your pass line.
Oh yeah. So that's what you would do, right? But in this case, because it's a come out roll, it doesn't matter if I roll a 7, right? Everything's off anyway. But you could regress if you wanted to. Therefore, going all the way back down to table minimum, and then taking the profits and putting them back up. But that's not how this strategy works. What we want to do right now is hit the 8, and just for grins, we want to hit it with a pair of 4s, right? That way, not only will we get paid big on our 8, but we'll also get paid, you know, what is that hard 8? $16 on that hard 8, which would be kind of exciting, right? Six, 4, 10. Okay, 10, 15 is going to pay 27 because we haven't bought it yet. You have to buy it at 20. So it's going to pay 27. I'm going to give the dealer 10 plus 2 for the hard ways. I'm going to give the dealer $12. And they're going to now buy that 10 for $50.
So it's going to be $50?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How much was on it?
15.
15, yeah. 15 pays 27 plus 10 will give me the $2 that I need, yeah, for $50. Yeah.
Okay.
And then put a buy button on it, right on the top. Okay. Now I have 2 bets on the table. I have 2 bets, 2 numbers, 8 and 10, that will pay us a black chip. Now, again, when you power press, if you're not used to power pressing, at this point, I would tell you, go down to table minimum or turn your bets off. That way you can go down to table minimum, recoup some of the losses that you took on that 2 rolls ago, and then put it back into your bankroll, and then now you're 100% profit on all the rolls, right? But if you're used to power pressing, then you know the drill. You're on profit for this particular shooter, and so far the shooter is doing well. Hopefully the streak continues and you hit the point that you're looking for.
6.
Okay, so our first 6 is going to pay 7. I'm going to give the dealer $5. We're going to take that up to 18. And then I need to give $2 more, so 3 change from my hard 6 to stay back up. So again, if you are not used to power pressing and how the process works, regress. Just because El Toro says power press it until you get there doesn't mean that that's always the wisest thing to do. You got to know your table, you got to know the shooter, and if you don't know the shooter and it's someone purely random, then you got to remember you're either gambling or you're not. And for most of us, we're up there gambling, but we're gambling with a plan, right? We're controlling our losses or trying to mitigate them as much as possible. So for me, hitting the 8 or hitting the 10 makes great sense. You know, I'd love to do that. That makes wonderful sense, because then I can regress down to what I need it to be, right?
10.
6, 4, 10. Okay, so that's $100. So I can do one of two things here, guys. I can collect the black, or I can drop $4 and go to 150. Well, because I lost 100 on that last roll, we're going to go ahead and decide to collect that particular black, because we were missing a black right there. Did you take the 2 for the hard 10? Yeah. So again, use your heads a little bit, right? Just because the strategy hasn't reached hit number 3 on that 10 doesn't mean that you can't pull it. I wanted that black chip back. We lost it. Now I can tell by looking at it, we're back in profit. Not by much, but we're back in profit, right? Now I feel better. I feel easier about my bets on that table. And here, if you still decide you want to go ahead and regress your 8 down to $6 again and start all over, go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be ashamed because you need to regress. Play to your comfort level. Play to where you're comfortable. Remember that. If you take nothing away on a progressive system, on a power press, you regress down whenever you feel uncomfortable, and do not be afraid or ashamed to do so. Okay? Use your heads. Ooh.
Nice pull.
Hit
That's
that damn chip somewhere. So that'll happen right there. You see, I started talking too much about that. So again, I could have turned the bets off. All that would have been safe. I could have regressed everything back down. I would have had another black chip. You see what I mean? It's just part of the game. All right, where are we at on time?
We are at about 43 minutes.
All right, so 43 minutes. We're going to call that our game on that 7. We're going to see where we were. Again, we bought in with $500. This was not a stellar showing, but it's okay. Nothing to write home about.
That wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad, but what I wanted to do is to show you guys, you know, how you can press quickly up to some numbers. You know what I mean? And not go crazy and say, okay, well, yeah, we can easily make 15,000, 24,000, 30,000 on this deal. Here's $100 right here. Okay. 2, 3. Gee, we're up just a touch, maybe. Oops. There's another 100. There's another 100. Now we're down. Not much though. All right, so we've got $452. That's where we're at. So we got $452 at the end of our round, which is a good number. We'll take another loss, which is fine. What did I say? 451?
450. Oh, crap, I don't know.
452?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 452.
Oh, yeah, it's right there in front of me.
Okay, so we got $452. We lost $48. Our total take for the 5 days, $672. You've had fun. You've enjoyed yourself. $672. Although it's not what I would go to make in a period of 5 days, it's still about 120, 130 bucks a day almost, right? Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. You know, like I said, I wasn't going to go shoot this until the cows come home, because number one, it'd be a super, super long video, but it would not be a true depiction of how this particular strategy works. So there are shooters that are semi-controlled, like what I just did. Every now and then you're going to get a 7 after 1 or 2 throws. It happens to everybody out there. I don't care who you are. It happens to everyone. There's not a person that's 100% accurate every single time. So, guys, thanks again for a swell 2019. We're really looking forward to a very, very nice 2020. What I'd like everybody to do, all viewers, I think we've got almost 3,000 now. Guys, first off, start punching that subscribe button, y'all. We need to get to, we got a long way to go before we get to 1 million. But pop that subscribe, hit the bell, hit the notifications, and if you like what you see, hit the like button. All those things actually help with the YouTube, what do they call that thing?
Analytics?
Yeah, YouTube analytics, that's what it is. So all that starts to help. All that's really neat. It's kind of interesting. But we're looking forward to a good 2020. Here's what I'd like everyone to do. Like I said, we got almost 3,000 subscribers. I would like everyone to send me $5,000. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I would like everyone to start out January, if you have it, $500 or $1,000. And I'd like everybody to comment back to me what you're going to start out with for January. And there's a reason for this. I would like to help you guys start building an extra bankroll or an extra income. And I can help you. So let me know in the comments how much you're going to commit yourself to start with for the month of January, and we're going to see if we can build that bankroll for you all the way through to November. So whatever you build up is what you're going to use to, number 1, give to charity. 2, get to your family and friends who are less fortunate than you are. And then number 3, to yourself. Guys, I really appreciate it. Thanks again. Peace.